Hey guys, this is No Solution. I'm Scott, and this is my response to MGK Boston's Spell Summer thread. I just watched Jack at the Vinyl Martinis video, and he had a cool concept for it. Songs that reminded him of summer, so he used song titles instead of bands or album titles. So I'm going to go off of that. Hopefully, it's not a ripoff, Jack. But when I think of summer, I think of one of the most memorable and maybe best concert experiences I've ever had. One of them, anyway. It is this here. Well, I'm wearing the shirt also, and then here's the DVD of the show. It's Hells Headbash. So they did a couple others that were more traditional festivals after this. This was a free show at the Hell's Headbangers compound. They called it. It's a like an industrial park where they have their warehouse, and you were allowed to go in the warehouse and shop in there. And they had a grill outside selling cheap hamburgers and hot dogs. You could bring whatever you wanted to drink. And then in another area of the warehouse, they had a space with a stage set up where the bands played. Just an awesome time. And it was really at a time where I was getting out of my rut. I'd been in a big rut of just listening to the bands I already followed and not branching out and everything. But when I heard about this show, I'd just gotten into Midnight really big, and they were releasing their second album at this show, and it was free, and it was 4 hours away from me, so easy driving distance. So I had to go, and incredible show. So the DVD of it is available. If you really want to, you can spot me on it. How exciting! But I thought, since this reminded me of summer so much, I would use songs from the four bands that played. And the four bands are right there: Midnight, Nunslaughter, Acid Witch, and Shitfucker. So my original parameters were songs that they actually played at the fest. I was not quite able to do that. For some reason, M was hard. I didn't think M would be hard, and there are two M's. So then I limited it to, if they didn't play it at the show, at least it was a song that they had at the time. So nothing that was released after that. This was in 2014. So that's my preamble. We'll get right into it. So we'll start off with Shitfucker, Detroit, sort of crust punk death metal a bit. Honestly, not a band I'm that into, but I like how provocative they are, just for the sake of being sleazy. So this is their debut album, Sucks Cocks in Hell, and has the song Sex Dungeon on there, which is the chorus is directly lifted from Black Diamond, except they say Sex Dungeon. Just kind of fun. Not a band I'm gonna rush out and see every time, but it was fun to see them. All right, now we'll move on to Nunslaughter. Not Nunslaughter. We'll move on to Midnight. I've shown this before. I did a whole video about my Learn to Talk Midnight collection. So this is the Complete and Total Hell 2 LP set. This has everything on it from before their debut album, Satanic Royalty. So the song I picked from this was Unholy and Rotten, over here. And that was on their debut demo from 2003. I'll just show the gatefold here for a sec. And it's pretty much always the show closer. And just a fantastic song. So my U is Unholy and Rotten. M, now we're to Nunslaughter. So this is not the original release, obviously. This is the Devil's Conjuries Volume 1. This is a compilation that the band is doing of compiling all of their splits and EPs and stuff onto CD in one place where you can get it all. And if you're familiar with Nunslaughter, you could never get everything they ever put out. So these are really cool to just collect all these releases together and make them easily available. So the song I picked was Midnight Mass. Whatever. There's so many songs on here. A classic Nunslaughter song, one of my favorites. And they did not play it I got mixed up because I've seen them a bunch of times. I just assumed they had played it, but I looked it up and they did not. But so that's a bit of a cheat. But this song is from 1999 from a split they did with Bloodsick, I think, maybe. I may be wrong on that, but I'm sure everybody cares. So yeah, that's my M, Midnight Mass. My next M is from Acid Witch. This is their album Stoned from, I think, originally came out in 2010 or 2011. So the song I picked was Metal Movie Marijuana Massacre. Acid Witch is from Detroit. They are sort of a doomy death metal band, but very like Halloween themed and horror movie themed. So that song is just about getting stoned and watching like heavy metal horror movies. Great song, great vibe to it. So yeah, Acid Witch. That's Metal Movie Marijuana Massacre. That's my second M. Now, got another Acid Witch song, and this came out on this. It's a split they did with Nunslaughter called Spooky. And if you are, like me, a fan of the old Warren horror comic magazines like Eerie and Creepy, that's what this is going for. So yeah, I really like that. Has a weathered look too. And then you've got the contents on the back, just like a table of contents. Nice little gatefold. I mean, for a little split 7 inches, this is really cool packaging. But the song I picked was Evil by Acid Witch. Actually, one of my favorite Acid Witch songs. One of the first ones I ever heard. So that's my E. And that just leaves R. And we'll go back to Nunslaughter for this one. One of their trademark song. I don't know. They have a lot of trademark songs, but the name of the band is Nunslaughter. So I would say this is a trademark song, Raid the Convent. And it's about what their band name is about, Nunslaughter. This is from their second album, Goat. This is a recent reissue. The original version, the mastering was awful. You had to like crank it up so far to even hear it. So that's been rectified on this. They didn't really mess with the sound too much. They just kind of cleaned it up and made everything a little bit more clear. So yeah. So to review, we've got S, Sex Dungeon by Shitfucker. U, Unholy and Rotten by Midnight. M, Midnight Mass by Nunslaughter. M, Metal Movie Marijuana Massacre by Acid Witch. E, Evil by Acid Witch. And R, Raid the Convent by Nunslaughter. So, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this one. And we'll see you in the next one. Later.